Hey everybody, this is Matt Stone here in Utah with Coldwell Banker and First North Real Estate. There are three things that I think every first-time home buyer needs to hear. Three pieces of advice that I would give all first-time home buyers here in the Utah market. Probably everywhere, but definitely here in Utah. I get an opportunity to talk to a lot of different buyers and sellers in real estate, investors, all kinds of people. And obviously, I think first-time home buyers are the ones who maybe don't know quite as many things. They don't know emotionally what they're kind of setting themselves up for when they're buying a home. They may not know financially or all the steps that it's going to take. And so when I have an opportunity to talk to a first-time home buyer, there's these three key things that I really want them to know, especially right now in this market. And the first thing that I always tell people is, look, you are really making two purchases when you're thinking about buying a home. And what I mean by that is you're buying a house, which I think is the investment part of it. Okay, it's the interest rate, it's the purchase price, it's those types of things. But then you're also buying a home. This is the home part is. This is where you're going to make the memories. This is where you're going to have holidays, you're going to open Christmas presents, you're going to entertain, you're going to do your hobbies, you might raise your kids. This is where you're going to come at the end of a stressful day. This is your sanctuary, your refuge, this is your castle. And I think it's important to understand those two things. Another part of buying a home versus buying a house is if you rent something, well, you're renting someone else's house, someone else's investment, and you're paying money each month to have a home. So I think if you go into it with the idea that I'm buying a place, where I'm gonna have all these home type things, and as part of it, I'm also paying the money each month for the house, which is the investment part. So I think it's important to understand those two things, just to have that right mindset when you're going into buying a home or a house for the first time. Okay, the second thing is I think first-time home buyers have got to get in their head that interest rates are not going back down to the twos and probably the threes and maybe even not the fours for quite a long time. We are where we are now. A lot of different factors, government, the Fed, and supply and demand and all those types of things. But, we're in, depending on when you're watching this video, we're in the fives, we're in the sixes, depending on your credit score, you might be in the sevens, okay? You missed out, all right? The twos and the threes were a couple of years ago, and I wish you would have bought then and had that opportunity and saved all that money, but you didn't. But as part of higher rates, these are also some opportunities that I think first-time home buyers really need to understand. When we had the 2 and 3% interest rates, we had an unbelievable buying frenzy going on. I would go to an open house, there would be a line out the door. It was like they needed a bouncer at the front door. We're going to let in 10 people at a time, and we're not going to let anybody else in until somebody goes out. And it was ridiculous. We were seeing homes go under, or get 20, 30, 40 offers, ridiculous offers, over asking. Unbelievable earnest money, not getting home inspections and all kinds of things like that. People were doing anything to get into a home, and I don't think that was a wrong move, but it was very difficult. Now it's not the same thing. We have higher interest rates, which means lower demand, which also means that prices have stabilized or even been reduced in some cases. Certainly with new construction in our part of Utah. So I think first-time homebuyers really need to understand that, just because we have higher interest rates doesn't mean it's a bad time to buy a home. All right, the third piece of advice that I give all new home buyers is stop trying to time the market. All right, stop watching endless videos, reading endless articles, listening to this person, that person, this person, that person. I mean, I believe that being informed and having good information is really important. It's very key. But, stop trying to pick or predict when the best month is going to be. It's almost impossible. I mean, even the best minds in the market, as far as investing or real estate go, don't get it right all the time. I mean, think back to '07, '08, '09. So few people saw things coming. So stop trying to time the market. You know, if you're going to be timing something, time finding the right house, not the right market. Look for a home that's going to suit your needs. Look for something that's you're gonna be able to live your lifestyle, be able to do the things that I talked about previously that a home provides. You know, when you think about timing the market, most people that I talk to, and myself included, when I ask them, when was the best time to buy a house? Most people are going to say 2 years before they bought their house, because even with interest rates being where they were, they would have got it for a lower price. It would have given them more time, to have that home appreciate. Maybe they would have been in it longer for a 1031 exchange type situation. No matter what, almost without exception. Even in people who bought in 2008 and 2007 and 2009, will say they wish they would have bought 2 years earlier. In fact, if you look at a graph of home sales and prices and appreciation over the last 30, 50, 80 years, and if you were going to stay in that house for even 4 or 5 years, I mean, most people stay in longer, but even if you were going to stay in that house, let's say for 4 years, there was not a bad time to buy a home. So again, stop trying to time the market. Find a home that works for you. Find the right house, the right home, the right neighborhood, the right school, and don't put off buying it because you think, oh, if I wait a month or if I wait 6 months, it's going to be better. I actually have clients who, during the pandemic, and when rates were super low, they were qualifying for 3.5%, kept putting it off. They kept looking for something better cabinets, a better lot, a better neighborhood, a better interest rate. Oh, they went down to 3.5. If we keep waiting, maybe they'll be down to 2.5. Lower prices. They kept waiting and waiting, and they waited out the market, and now they don't own a home. They're back to renting. And in some situations, because of their income, they may never be able to buy a home, or certainly not a home that they would really like and that would suit their needs, because they were trying to time it so perfectly, and they really just missed out on the opportunity. So there again, there's my advice. And to recap, here are the top 3 things. Keep in mind, have the mindset that you're not just buying the house, which is the investment part, you're also buying the home. Okay. Number 2, keep in mind that interest rates are never going to go back down. I say never, not for a long time. We are where we are. Go ahead and accept the fact that you missed out before, and the rates are where they are now. And the third thing is, stop trying to time the market so perfectly. Stop doing so much research and talking yourself, out of things. Look around, find the right house, find the thing that's going to suit your needs. You can raise your family, you can make those memories, and go ahead and buy the house. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it brought you some value in your real estate goals and dreams. If you have a difference of opinion, I would love to hear it down in the comments. If you have any questions, you can certainly put it in the comments, but you'll see below all my contact information is provided. You can reach out to me in any way that you feel comfortable. I'd love to answer your questions or help you in any way. Really, my whole goal here is just to bring value to people, and I don't get to choose the way that value is brought. Whatever you need, reach out to me, and I'll do my best to help you. So I hope you'll tune in, subscribe, don't subscribe, whatever, but we're going to be making videos very regularly, a few times a week, and I hope you'll tune in to watch the next one. Till then, goodbye.